Всем привет! С вами снова онлайнер, и мы продолжаем серию репортажей о реальной Америке. В прошлый раз нашим героем был достаточно маргинальный парень Кертис, у которого своеобразная философия жизни. Сегодня мы поговорим с человеком, который полностью противоположен Кертису, и это будет мэр города. Итак, поехали!
From time to time, have people meet me here on the street or see me walking along, and if they do have an issue, we will sit and talk about it. How are you? I'm doing well. More often, I'll have people come up to me and say, "Ooh, I've got an idea for, getting flower baskets on our lampposts," and I'll sit there and go, "Let's talk about it. How can we do this?" I'm Steve Patterson, the mayor of the city of Athens here in southeastern Ohio. I've been mayor for a little over 3 years, well, almost 4 years now. I moved to Athens in 1998 when I accepted a position in the psychology department as a psychology professor. But when I became mayor in 2016, I couldn't be working with the university and being the mayor, so I walked away from my tenure.
Чтобы попасть к мэру, нужно ему написать письмо на e-mail. Я с ним делала интервью прошлым летом. Я думаю, как же попасть к мэру? Я просто написала ему на e-mail, говорю: "Здравствуйте, мэр, я хочу сделать с вами интервью". Он такой: "Да, хорошо, приходите завтра".
A mayor should always be accessible to the population in which you serve. You're a public servant, but I try to at least, once a week, just walk up and down Court Street because it gets me away from my desk and it gives me some much needed exercise.
То есть я пришла, я говорю: "Здравствуйте, а можно я тут сделаю что-нибудь?" Он такой: "Делай". Я говорю: "И все?" Он говорит: "Да". Никаких бумажек, согласований. Мы даже эскиз ему показали за день до того, как мы собирались что-то рисовать. Мэр занимался получением разрешения у частного владельца здания. То есть, мне кажется, это в Беларуси невозможно, чтобы чиновник помогал тебе получить разрешение, а не парил тебе мозги, типа, что вы там будете рисовать, какого хера и так далее.
So this is a PassionWorks flower, which is the city's official flower. It's created by a company called PassionWorks. They're here local to Athens, and they employ local artists with different abilities. So here we are in PassionWorks studio. We got some of the artists in here painting some of the materials that they're working with to create PassionWorks flowers.
То есть чиновники пытаются найти активистов, дать им ресурсы, знания и, собственно, вдохновить их на то, чтобы они что-то начали делать.
For us, we have a lot of individuals in our region who, live well below the poverty line in terms of their median incomes and the valuation of the home that they're living in. How's it possible? It's possible because the strength at the federal level gets funneled down effectively to the municipal level. Municipalities, a lot of times, we have to figure it out on our own, how we're going to seek funding, whether we have to increase taxes, whether we create new taxes. So that's kind of what we end up doing, as opposed to a big pot of money coming from the state or coming from the federal government to go, here, create we're going to help you build a really nice transportation system. It typically doesn't work that way, where sometimes it feels like lots of things are not getting done, or it's just painfully slow to watch. Shared this story before, and it's a story of a student who was taking in journalism, I believe, and this person would have to go to their grandmother's house 10 miles away from where they live and use her cell phone to sit there and write her term papers. That's the only way she could access broadband in order to get her term papers turned in to her professor. You know, that's one thing that I would like to see would be for the federal government to really step up and help with the telecommunication industry to get fiber optics to the home, you know. This is real America. I mean, it's greatest number of our entire population, the greater numbers are coming from cities that are 25,000, population of 25,000 or less, you know, and a good portion are coming from cities that are 50,000 or less. These aren't huge, massive cities, but there's lots of us. So that's one of the beauties of being mayor, is that you have to be real creative as to how you can create opportunity for your own citizens. I tend to think that the most effective governments in the United States are the municipal governments, you know. It depends on what the project is, or it depends on what you want to change. Sometimes yes, but sometimes it just requires social capital, to where you've got people volunteering their time to help raise things up. A great example for change is a new park that was built down at the end of Court Street called Armory Park.
Я у него попросила разрешения, можно ли нам тут что-то разрисовать и сделать вообще какое-то событие, чтобы мы изменили пространство. Он сказал, да, пожалуйста. Я говорю, а может какие-то документы там типа принести? Он такой, не, я тебе верю, нормально.
There's some money went into it from the city coffers to make it a nice place. But then Nadia was able to get a whole bunch of people to come in and just volunteer their time in a fun way, to where they started painting a mural on the wall and started creating benches, started making tables.
То есть я вспоминаю, как это было в Беларуси, там типа 3 месяца выбирали цвет для мюрала, да, там идеологические отделы. И ты думаешь, ну типа, окей. Я говорю, все и все.
So if you think about it, social capital is really important and can certainly help stimulate an economy to a degree. So we have a big event in Athens. It's right around Halloween, so it's in late October in Athens, and we call it the Honey for the Heart Parade. And it's an event where people put on costumes like this, probably 1,000 people who all dress up in costumes and walk up and down Court Street, and families come out and watch, kids come out and watch, kids come out and put on costumes and jump in too. It's kind of like going to the Caribbean and experiencing Carnival, but you're here in Athens doing that instead, so it's really cool. Being mayor in Athens, I find it fitting me so well in what I like to do with my skill sets that I have. I'm 60 years old, or will be 60 pretty soon. 2/3 of my life have been in public service. But a lot of the citizens all volunteer as well, because they know at the end of the day, it's making our environment better.
Вот таким получился 6-й выпуск «Реальной Америки». А дальше мы отправляемся на самый северо-восток Соединенных Штатов, чтобы посмотреть на место, которое некоторые считают идеальной Америкой, но с некоторыми оговорками. Итак, подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте колокольчики, чтобы не пропустить последнюю заключительную серию цикла «Реальная Америка». Пока!